date, it's not just about the drink. It's about who you are while you're ordering it. I've had this moment, and you probably have too, when you've been on a date and you decide to tell the truth when asked why you're not drinking. I stopped drinking because it was wrecking my marriage. I've explained that I never found value in drinking, and I find it immeasurably valuable now that I'm not. But sometimes when you're on a date, especially in those early days of so-called sobriety, the drink menu suddenly feels like a psychological exam. Do I play it safe? Do I say, I don't really drink, and hope they don't dig any deeper? Do I order a fake drink just to blend in? Or do I say, I live a self-led life, alcohol-free as fuck, and I'll have a cup of tea? That's confidence, that's clarity, and that is super sexy and super hot.
Oh yes.
Oh yes.
Oh yes. Whew, it's hot in here. Let's go. You're sitting across from them, a brand new date. You just found them on Tinder or Hinge or whatever other dating app. Or maybe you just even came across them in the library and you're feeling really good. And here it comes, the question that derails most alcohol-free evenings. You ready for it? What do you want to drink? And you freeze. You scan the bar menu, and in that moment, you've absolutely lost the plot. But what if you didn't flinch? What if you ordered a chamomile tea as if it was top shelf champagne? Because here's the truth. What you order isn't just a drink. It's a declaration. Hello everybody, my name is Davy. I am not an alcoholic. I refuse to be anonymous. I am someone who lives a self-led life, alcohol-free as fuck, and I spend every waking moment of that life helping other people do the same. Like right now, brothers and sisters. Let me just shut the cupboard door behind me. Boom. Okay. Anybody watching White Lotus on HBO? Bit of a fan here. I was watching it the other night, season 3, I believe, and there was a scene when two guys were in a Bangkok bar, okay? And the waitress rolls up. One of them orders a Dewar's whiskey. The other one turns around and says, have you got any chamomile tea? And she nods. One whiskey, one chamomile tea, coming right up. The whiskey guy takes a pause, raises an eyebrow, looks over to his buddy and says, chamomile tea? Really? And the other guy, he doesn't stammer. He doesn't get uncomfortable. You don't see anxiety, embarrassment, humiliation etched on his face. He doesn't explain. He just fucking owns it. His posture, his tone, everything about him screams certainty. And he turned around and said, yeah, I'm sober and proud. And that's what I loved about that moment. Because when you're on a date, it's not just about the drink. It's about who you are while you order it. And I've had this moment too. You probably have, right? You're on a date, okay? And you tell people, I stopped drinking because it wrecked my first marriage. I've explained that I never found value in drinking, that I found it immeasurably valuable not to. I told the truth. But sometimes when you're on a date, that truth seems a little bit too far away from you, right? Especially in those early days of so-called sobriety. The drink menu suddenly, in these cases, feels like a psychological exam. Do I play it safe? Do I say I don't really drink and hope they don't dig too much deeper? Do I order a fake drink just so I can blend in? Or do I say I live a self-led life, alcohol-free as fuck, so yeah, I'll have a cup of tea? That confidence, that clarity, let me tell you, brothers and sisters, that is hot as fuck. Right, we're about to take a short break, and while we pause, ask yourself, when you go on a date, are you showing up as yourself or someone your parts think they need to be to get liked, loved, or laid? Because when you reach for the glass, whose hand is really doing the reaching? Really important thing to ponder, okay? Welcome back to the 1000 Days Sober podcast, where today we are continuing our series of answering the big questions that are bandied about in sobriety circles. And today our big question is, what should I order when I'm on a date and I am alcohol free as fuck? But deeper than that, we're actually talking about what your order says about your values, your sovereignty, and your standards. Because let's be real, dating while alcohol free as fuck isn't just about the menu. It's about discernment. It's about deciding who you are going to allow into your world. This is about boundaries, okay? For me, I have non-negotiables. in my relationships with women, particularly with my wife, Liza, right? I won't be in a relationship with someone who drinks alcohol and abuses it and it impacts my life. Just as I wouldn't date anybody who smokes. I wouldn't date anybody who thinks hitting me when they get angry is acceptable. And I'm not interested in debating whether somebody rarely drinks or not, because I've heard it all before. I only drink at weekends. I just have a couple with the girls. I can take it or leave it, right? Not interested. Because when I'm living a self-led life, alcohol-free as fuck, I'm not building intimacy on ambiguity. That's not what I want. I want connection. I want my values to be aligned, and I want clarity. So when you're dating someone and they order their third glass of wine with their meal, ask yourself, is this the future that I want? Because when they say, I barely drink, and you're driving them home from town at 1 o'clock on a Sunday morning because they've been out with their mates and they're puking in their heels and they've lost their phone, and this is only like once a week, right? Come on. Do you want that in your life? What you drink or don't, it's not a small detail. It's a compass, because it tells you who is walking in the same direction as you. And here's the thing. You don't need to be ashamed of ordering water. You don't need to justify why you're drinking chamomile tea. And you don't need to shrink for choosing juice over gin. Your health, your clarity, your sovereignty, they don't need a disguise. Okay, everybody, today's daily vow. Today, I will not drink. I will not pretend to be someone I'm not just to be liked. I will honor my values, even in the face of raised eyebrows, because I would rather drink water with integrity than poison myself just to gain approval. On your next date, strivers, don't just show up to impress, show up to express. Express your truth, express your boundaries, express your pride in living a self-led life, alcohol-free as fuck. And if they don't get it, wow, you've just saved yourself a second date. Cheers to that, right? And for those of you listening who are in monogamous relationships that actually don't go out dating, I have an invitation for you as well. Because if you're in a relationship with somebody who drinks alcohol and it goes against your values, okay, maybe today you don't show up to impress, you show up to express, and you express your truth, your boundaries, and you express your pride in living a self-led life, alcohol-free as fuck, right? Do that today. Show up, have some presence, have a voice in your relationship, okay? Reflective questions for today as you go about your beautiful day. What's your go-to order on a date? When you go out on a date and it comes to drinking, what is it that you usually drink? And does it reflect who you really are? Share your answer wherever you're listening. Email me at thestrivemethod@gmail.com if you want, okay? All right, if today's episode hit a nerve, please rate and review the show so others can find it. Really appreciate it. Subscribe so you don't miss a single option. And if you're dating while living alcohol-free as fuck and you're struggling to stay in self, maybe try the Strive Method, right? Go to www.strivemethod.com and join up. All right. Okay. Are you ready to sign off by saying the sovereign vow with me today? Big deep breath. Hand on your heart, one on your belly. I am a striver and I am alcohol free as fuck. And I will not drink today because that is not what I do and that is not who I am. Much love, everybody. Until tomorrow, crack on. Have a wonderful day. Take care.